just over halfway through the season, and I'm almost at the point where I'm going to say we will survive relegation. Let's pick up a win today against Huddersfield in the league, and then we've got an FA Cup third round tie against Southampton at home. Welcome to episode 25 of Bottoms Up. Right, let's have a look at the results since you were last with us. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of wonderful stuff. The last time you was with us, I believe it was Portsmouth and Coventry. I couldn't quite remember if it was Middlesbrough Portsmouth or Portsmouth Coventry, but I think it was Portsmouth Coventry. It was a double win episode anyway, and we would love to get a double win episode this time around as well. Since then, we then played Hull in a 1-1 draw where Albie Morgan got on the score sheet in the 76th minute. They unfortunately did equalise on the 84th minute. But as you can see from the stats, we were the better team in that game and we definitely deserved to win it. We then went and played Derby County away from home and won 1-0 there with a goal from Aaron Collins in the 93rd minute. It was a pretty even game. I would say we slightly shaded it. We had a better XG, more possession. Shots on target, they had one more than us, but we had more total shots. It was a very even game, but I would say we slightly edged it, so we did deserve to win that game. Then we played Portsmouth and got a 1-0 win in that game. Brooklyn Foncaio in the 90th minute. I mean, leaving it late seems to be a thing. We were dominant. I mean, Portsmouth are rock bottom of the league. We should have won by more. We had 4 shots on target. They didn't have a single shot on target in the entire game. We had more possession, better XG, just everything all round was basically in our favour. And like I say, I'm actually disappointed we didn't win that by more goals. Then we had QPR where we won 3-0 away from home. Akeem Thomas in the 8th minute, Aaron Collins with a penalty in the 49th minute, and Bailey Hobson with a goal in the 74th minute. Again, you look at the statistics, we were just better than QPR in every single way. Now, the one thing I will say is these run of games have been very favourable to us. I mean, I'm not sure where Middlesbrough in the league, so they are mid-table, top half of the table, 9th in the league. But Portsmouth, like I say, are rock bottom. We've played them twice. Hull are 15th, I think. Yeah, they're 15th. Derby are 16th in the league. And QPR are 17th in the league. So we have had a very favourable run of games. And that does continue with the game against Huddersfield, who are 22nd. And then obviously we've got Southampton in the FA Cup third round tie. 2 home games in this episode. If we have a look at the table, we sit 10th in the league. 25 games played, 11 wins, 7 draws, 7 defeats, a goal difference of +7. We're on 40 points. And like I say, we're 18 points away from the relegation zone. So I'm pretty confident that we're clear of being relegated. We should have enough about us for the rest of the games this season to avoid relegation, for certain, in my opinion. We're only 4 points off a playoff place. Could we actually get a place in the playoffs of the Championship? Because in recent seasons, what's it been, 75 has been enough points for a playoff place last season? I don't think that we should necessarily rule that out. We've got 40 so far. Confidence is up. If we have a look at dynamics, team cohesion is good, club atmosphere is excellent, managerial support is excellent. In our hierarchy, we've got 3 team leaders in Mingy, Collins and Morgan. We're looking good on the pitch. Off the pitch, in terms of finances, we're looking terrible. 1.7 million in debt. We're £2,400 over on our wage budget. There's been no incomings so far on the January transfer window. I mean, it is the 1st of January today. If we look at transfer history in terms of going outs, Frankie Edwards has gone to Walsall on loan for £1,100 loan fee. They're paying, I think, 60% of his wages. If we click on him and have a look, it'll tell us exactly what they are paying. But that doesn't say what I thought it was going to say. I'm sure they were paying 50 or 60% of his fee. Okay, that's interesting. Either way, it don't matter. I mean, even if they're paying 50% of it, he doesn't earn a great deal. So let's get into today's game then. And like I say, we're against Huddersfield. Oh, what I will do as well, actually, while I think about it, is I'm going to put a screenshot on screen round about now of our youth intake preview. I'm not going to get too excited about it because even though it says an excellent intake, it quite often by the time it gets to youth intake day, it's not the case. But you never know. Hopefully we might have a reasonable youth intake. Let's put it that way. Right, we are definitely going to get into the game now. So this is how we're going to line up. Just checking I have got everyone where I want them. Yes, I have. So we've got Adamu in goal, Pearce on the left back position, Hudson right back, Burden and Sarr in the middle, with Vasic and Jobe Bellingham in midfield, Fonkeu, Collins and Hobson in the attacking midfield role, and Akeem Thomas up top. Now, it is worth mentioning that obviously the likes of Albert Briggs is on the bench. Akeem Thomas has missed a couple of games recently through injury, and Calum is out injured at the moment. He's out for up to another 3 weeks. So I have been playing Bellingham and Vasic together here. And as you see, Vasic's average rating over the last 5 games, 7.24. He's got an assist as well. He's actually been looking pretty reasonable. So I'm hopeful that he can do the job for us. Right, let's submit the team and get into the game. And I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. If you've done anything fun and interesting, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you get up to over a weekend. For me personally, not a great deal. Just boring. I was recording, doing household stuff. But anyway, let's get into the game. Enough about all that. So against Huddersfield, like I say, they're 22nd in the league. So the fact we're at home as well, we should be beating them. 8,245 people here. I'm really hoping we get a stadium expansion at the end of this season, because we can fit so many more people into our stadium. Oh dear. Well, that stopped the stadium talk. Cross in. Jimenez came in, powered the ball in. We have a corner now with Fonkeu. We need to get an equaliser, that's for certain. Oh, we've hit the post. Oh. Of course they score with their first shot on target, because that's what the opposition does in Football Manager. To be fair, we haven't had a shot on target yet, so we can still do that as well. Here's Vasic to Bellingham, to Burden, to Pearce. He's actually a top assist maker, Tom Pearce. That was a rubbish pass from Fonkeu. Oh, mistake. Oh my God, Akeem Thomas, what are you doing? Oh, for crying out loud. We have to give this boy some leeway, because he is a youngster. He's going to be inconsistent and make mistakes and whatever else, but he didn't even get that on target. You have to punish mistakes in this game. You really do. I mean, what's he doing? Okay, we had a bit of a moment. I think he was sniffing the ball or sniffing the white line. Enough of that. Right, Collins with a free kick. Oh, is it the crossbar? So we've hit the post, we've hit the crossbar. Akeem Thomas has pretty much missed an open goal. Pearce with the corner. Come on, put this on Burden. No, set it away. Pearce does win it back, but the highlight finishes, and that's half time. Right, I am not happy. Thrash arms, you've been terrible. Go out there and sort it out. We're supposed to be favourites here. I mean, that was an unbelievable half. That was a bit of a weird throw-in from Huddersfield, but Pearce has it. Gives it to Hudson. It goes inside to Bellingham. Gives it to Collins. Goes back to Henrique Sarr. I do like this team as well. I really like this team. I think they've got so much about them, but we're just not showing it in this game for certain. Hobson gets the ball into the box, but it's cleared by Huddersfield. Sarr picks up, gives it to Bellingham again. Collins now. We can carry on with our attack. Bellingham to Vasic, to Fonkeu. Oh my dear God. What are we doing? How are we not getting shots on target? Akeem Thomas looks like he's picked up an injury. Right, I'm going to make substitutions because I am not happy. Fonkeu has been rubbish. He's on a 6. So, Hedges, I think... No, we're going to bring Albie Morgan on. Do a bit of swapping around like that. Akeem Thomas can come off for Manuel Pisano. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I really like this team. We've got so much about us, but we don't tend to score a great deal of goals. Even if you look at this little run we've been on, it's been 1-0, 1-0. You know, we don't score a great number of goals. It's what seems to be an age-old problem for us in Football Manager. FM24 found it a real struggle to get strikers that can actually be decent and score a good amount of goals. That's why I thought I might as well just go over Akeem Thomas, because he's not going to do any worse than what Pisano or Smith or whatever are going to do. They put the ball in and it's 2-0. I mean, how are we losing to 2-0 to Huddersfield? It's been disallowed, but that would have been 2 goals with 2 shots on target. Right, Pearce wins it back. Come on, boys. You're better than this. So with Pearce again to Collins. Finds Albie Morgan. Albie Morgan puts it out for Hobson. Brings it back to Bellingham. Oh, even Morgan can't hit the target. Right. What else can we do? Bring Ryan Hedges on for Collins, I think. Well, Collins is a top scorer, so I think bring him on for Hobson. For Hobson. Bellingham or Vasic. I think we'll take Vasic off and bring Jay Mingy on. Maybe swap them around like that. Get the best out of Bellingham. Oh, this is so frustrating. And the amount of shots at goal we've had, and the fact we've only had 3 on target, just shows you how terrible we've been in front of goal. And our XG is like nearly 2.5, and we haven't got a single goal. Right, Hudson wins it back, gives it to So, goes back to Ademu, to Burden, Pearce. We play. So this is the thing. Our build-up play is gorgeous. Well, except we do that, but we build it up. And what was Pearce doing there? Heading forward, not backwards, where there isn't anybody. Right, Huddersfield are coming forward. I mean, that was a parting of the seas there. That was terrible defending. Really, really bad. I'm dreading playing Southampton now. I mean, this could be a case of big game nerves sort of thing. We're focusing too much on the next game, but this has been a difficult defeat to swallow. It really has. Ball into the box. Collins. Oh, how many times have we hit the woodwork? Seriously, how many times? Mingy to Collins to Pearce. No, still can't fashion a goal. I mean, 2.77 XG to their 0.86. We've had 10 corners. And we still can't score a goal. 62% possession. We've been robbed in this game. I mean, I'll say we've been robbed. We've robbed ourselves. I mean, we've hit the woodwork 3 times. Oh, my days. Forget what I said earlier on about us being safe from relegation, because that was absolutely atrocious. Huddersfield have moved up to 18th. We're down to 11th. We're not playing a league game next, of course, because we have Southampton in the FA Cup. And let's get into that game right now and see if we can perhaps beat Southampton. Right, let's get into the game then against Southampton. We've had to make a couple of changes because Christopher Hudson and Brooklyn Foncaio, are both out. They've both got colds, basically, or viruses. Hudson's out for 2 weeks with the flu, and Foncaio is out for 2 days with a cold. We've sent them both home, so they're not hanging around the team. But I bet Southampton don't have players out with colds and viruses, do they? Anyway, getting into game. Lineup is Adamu in goal, Pearce left back, Caffel Heffernan Andrews comes in at right back, Burden and Sarr in the middle, Vasic and Job in the midfield, Collins, Morgan and Hobson in the attacking midfield positions with Akeem Thomas up front. So basically Hobson is in for Foncaio, we just switch players around a little bit. Let's get into, I mean, it's not within the realms of possibility that we win this game. I mean, Southampton are 16th in the Premier League, so they're not exactly having a great season. We're actually doing pretty well this season, despite the horrificness of the last game against Huddersfield. And I think we are on the telly as well, and we've got a full house of 10,105. Imagine if we'd been playing this at Southampton, we could have had 30,000 people and a cut of them gate receipts. And that's another reason as well why I really want to win this game, as well as the fact that it's nice to win games of football. We could also do with the money, quite frankly, and playing against a big team away from home, as I always bang on about, does help to bring in a nice amount of money for us. So 25 minutes gone. We've not really been in any danger. They've had the only shots on target, 2 of them. We haven't had a shot on target yet. But like I say, only been the one highlight, which was our corner. Right, now we've got another highlight, which is with Southampton. Can we get a tackle in and counter-attack? No, they're through. 1-0. Oh! It's a good save from Adami, to be fair. He's been brilliant for it. He's actually our highest average rating player. So I've had no regrets about bringing him into the first team instead of Maynard. Maynard has complained about it, and I basically told him to shut up. I told him I'll sell him if you don't like it. And he just said, no, I don't want to leave. So he's going to sit on the bench and moan once a month, like several of the players do. Which is something that really does baffle me as to why players are moaning every single month. You would have thought, with interaction logic improving, that Football Manager might have actually done something about that. But yeah, it's not an issue. It's just a bit of an inconvenience. So we've not had a single shot at goal yet. They've actually had a player go off injured on 15 minutes. Oh, we've had a first shot on target. Let's go us. They've had 9 corners. We've only had 4. They're ahead of us on XG. We have got the most possession. Right, let's see what substitutions we want to make. So Vlasic is doing all right. I think what we're going to do is bring Mingy on for Bellingham, because I don't want him to think he's untouchable, basically. Ryan Hedges can come on for Bailey Hobson. I think we're going to swap them over. Don't really matter. I think we leave them where they are. Well, actually, Aaron Collins isn't having a great game either, so we'll switch him over to see if he does anything better on the right-hand side. And let's see if we can get a goal, because we're still in this. 70 minutes gone. I mean, we could actually be about to get a replay at Southampton. And ordinarily, I wouldn't want replays because we play enough games as it is. We don't really need to be playing more. Pisano can come on for Thomas. And I think Ed Turns can come on for Tom Pearce because he's looking a bit tired as well. We'll keep one substitution spared just in case we get an injury. But then we might make that substitution fairly soon, like now. Just waste a bit of time, really, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think it does. I think they just... Collins can come off for Kai Martin. He don't really have a preference as to what side he plays. So, looks like 3 minutes of added on time. A winless episode. But we've got a 0-0 draw at home to Southampton. We've not actually scored a goal in this episode. And I don't really know how I can turn that around, because the only option really that I've got, if we go to a tactics screen, is to go attacking. But I don't really want to go attacking. Can we do overlap left and right? Maybe that might help. We'll go with that for the next few games, see if it actually does us any use. But in terms of the schedule, we've got Southampton next. I'm not going to come back for that game because it's only in one game's time. Probably look at coming back for... I mean, we want to get through to the end of the season by Friday's episode. So Friday will be down here. Thursday will be around here somewhere. So yeah, I think we'll come back for maybe Stoke and Sheffield United. Or Sheffield United and Burnley, because then we've got a home game and an away game. So yeah, we'll come back around here for the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, folks. It's been a pleasure losing and drawing and not scoring a single goal. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.